to Shenanigans 3, 2, and 1. Had a very long live video yesterday, almost 4 hours, I think, the longest I've ever recorded. I just got to rambling, but I'm going to try to keep that to a minimum today. But we are in the kitchen, and I am going to turn the camera around, show you a few ingredients, and tell you what we're making today. Then I'm going to set the camera, hopefully with no issues, on that tripod. It's kind of imbalanced. I have it propped up. The height's just off. Anyway, today I am making watermelon jelly, and I will go over the ingredients with you quickly. And let's see. So here I have 6 cups. That's 4 and 2, 6 cups of freshly squeezed watermelon juice. Over here, I am sterilizing my mason jars. So I just put those in some hot water and disinfecting them. Over here in the stock pot, because we're doing the hot water bath, I'm waiting for these to come up to a boil, and I'm boiling some mason jars. I have vinegar here, 1/2 cup. And after I pureed, I cut up the watermelon, sliced it. I got a seedless, and I did pick out the seeds. What I do is I put them in a cheesecloth and squeeze to collect that 6 cups of juice over there. So just had standard cheesecloths. I'll show you when I can put the camera down. And then we have 3/4 a cup of lemon juice right there. 6 cups of sugar plus 3/4. And today we are using 3 boxes of the Sure Gel. Pretty easy, but yes, it's a labor of love. I do have to get these Sure Gel pectin opened, and here is going to be the magic pot where we do the jelly. So I'm going to go ahead and set this on the tripod. Again, I'm hoping the angle is right and there's no issues. Bear with me. I got to get some scissors. I will be right back. And I got the recipe. Actually, I have been researching, hopefully you can see me, a bunch of YouTube recipes. I know you can't really see in the pot. I'll try to grab the camera when I can. Again, I've got my mason jars going. I already have the cloth put down for when I set the jars overnight. So here I got the pot. I just washed it, so there's a little bit of water in there. Some juice left over. And what I'm going to begin by doing is opening the Sure Gel. And your 3/4 a cup of sugar, you're going to put the Sure Gel in there. And basically you want to combine it and mix it up so you don't have to babysit so much. And what I've gathered about jelly making, I've made pomegranate jelly, apple butter. I've done all that years ago, especially when the kids were little. But I haven't done it in a long time. But because watermelon is 9% water, it's very hard. It's a harder jelly to make, simply because I guess there's like no pH in it. So it's one of the harder ones to make. And this is my first time not making jelly, but watermelon jelly. So we will see, I'm getting all that pectin out of there. And they did say you want the Sure Gel that's specific for the jelly making. And of course, it's jelly, so it does have a lot of sugar. So they say to combine the 3/4 a cup of pectin and let me get a smaller whisk. Smaller ones probably probably in the dishwasher. And it is. So, over here, again, with your sugar and pectin, you just want to incorporate it. And I do have to follow the instructions step by step. Tomorrow I go to work, and then I will be going to Illinois to see the grandbaby. I'm just giving this a little stir now. Of course, I will come back before I add it and stir it even more to get it incorporated. Hope you guys are doing well. Because, again, that video yesterday was super long. I'm going to try to clean up as I go, but again, that is your watermelon that was strained through the cheesecloth. So I'm just going to throw that away. I love to be in the kitchen. I can't see your comments. If you're leaving me any comments, I apologize. I cannot see them. Obviously, even doing this. So let's check on the mason jars. Check up to a boil, and we're going to get started. We put this on heat, and I know we want a rolling boil. So again, 6 cups of watermelon juice, 3/4 cups of lemon juice, 3 boxes of the Sure Gel, your pectin. Hello, Lori. Hi, Jay. Hi, Julie. Happy you're here. I've never made it. Have you ever made it? But it says, okay, mix 3/4 cups of the sugar with the Sure Gel and whisk together to prevent clumping. Now it says to add the juice to the pot. So again, that's 6 cups of the watermelon juice. And this was probably the hardest part, was juicing it. And actually did extra juice because I am slop, and why am I wearing white? Not thinking it through, so I'll try not to splash. But into the pot is 6 cups of watermelon, freshly squeezed watermelon juice. And this is everything I have that is extra. Look how bright that is. Pretty. So, I saw a few different recipes with this. Of course, I mix up the ingredients, how many you want. I will give these to the neighbors, give them out as gifts. Keep a few for myself, but I am using the cloth that my good friend Tricia sent me, as well as some of the utensils she sent me as friend mail. And again, I got everything set up. Now the vinegar, just so you know, what the vinegar is for is just to clean the top of the mason jars. Anytime you do preserves, jellies, jams, you want to make sure the seal, number one, isn't sticky, but it seals and is sterilized. Hence why we are sterilizing everything. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you, Julie, for the well wishes. We will see. We shall see. All right. So I've got the watermelon juice in here. It says medium to medium high. Add juice to the pot with the lemon juice. And again, this is 3/4 cup of lemon juice. Only thing I hate about cooking is the cleaning up. So I try to do what I can as I go. Usually I'll rinse it out, wash it, put it in the dishwasher. But I haven't emptied the dishwasher yet. Got a little laundry in the dryer. I've got a pack for my work trip tomorrow. Yada, yada, yada. I guess I'll put this in the fridge. And I'm going to grab something to drink while I'm cooking. Some sparkling soda. Yeah, I've got an early showtime tomorrow. Cheers, my friends. As you can see, I watched the video I did yesterday where I did half of some of the makeup products I bought and scared myself. It was interesting because I saw, like, with half of my face with makeup and the other half without. And just my eyes looked closed, pale, blemishes, so I'm feeling more like myself today. Okay, so we have the lemon juice and the watermelon juice. And add sugar and shear gel mixture. Okay, so in goes the 3/4 cup of sugar and the 3 packs of shear gel. This is something that I would absolutely love, and I will probably do jams or jellies with the kids when Grandma goes to visit. I should be there on the 7th or 8th, depending on the flights. But I'll let them pick out if they want a pineapple jelly or peach preserves or apple butter. You know, you and Grandma always have to make cookies, specifically the oldest Evan's favorite. So into here, I love this spoon. I got these in Africa. They were hand carved. Tell me that is not like the most gorgeous spoon you ever saw. My absolute favorite. Got the longer handle. All right, in goes the sugar and shear gel mixture. And it's already coming up to a boil. So we're going to mix. Actually, let me get through this. So we got the juice with the lemon juice, sugar, shear gel mixture, continue mixing over high heat to a full rolling boil and keep boiling for 1 minute. It says to set timer and not to stop mixing. Get some pot holders. Allergies are really acting up today. Now I want to take it off so you can see how it's looking. Again, mix, 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 continue mixing. Almost looks like a creamy tomato bisque, huh? Continue mixing, mixing. And hopefully, I'm sorry with the camera action, my friends. This tripod. Oh shoot, that was a doozy. What happened? I am so sorry. Don't know what happened. I probably shouldn't have taken it off once I had it on the stand. And now, of course, I don't know. Is that too close? Can you guys see? Please don't drop on me again. I am sorry. Sorry. I can't tell, obviously, without looking how it looks, but these are just starting to come up, my sterilized mason jars. And I'll use the same water when I actually try to set the jelly. But you want this to a hard rolling boil. And I probably shouldn't have stopped mixing it because the pecking. Go plump. And of course, we don't want the water, not the water, the sugar to burn. Trying to see the angle. Hopefully you can see okay in there. I've got to get a new tripod. I probably should get a new phone, as I do all of my recording from here. That was nice that it didn't fall on the floor. Okay, clean up and make some splashes over here. Maybe I should have used the metal whisk. I kind of feel like I'm going to switch out my whisk. I feel the metal gets in there a lot better. Got God knows I got like 20 different lists. Now I did see people when they were purifying their watermelon, some of them used an immersion blender, some of them threw it in a food processor, some of them used the seeded watermelon, some of them cut them in chunks and just put them through a mesh strainer. I started with a mesh strainer, but it snapped. So I was like, I want to get all the juice and no pulp, no seeds. I want a pretty clear jelly. So I put it through the cheesecloth, which is, I got these from Temu, $3.89 for 3 of them, I think. And I just put the smaller chunks of watermelon in there, wrapped it up like that in a ball, twisted and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze until I've got all the watermelon juice out. Is the angle bad, my friends? Oh yeah, I gotta catch up on some of my YouTube people. That's my girl. Laura's my girl. Is the angle okay? Can you let me know in the comments? I really don't want to mess with the camera, especially while this is going, because it'll mess it up. The one thing that I like about the metal on the metal, I hate the sound, so if it bothers you, I'm sorry. But what I do like is I can feel. It's almost like having my hands at the bottom of the pot, as opposed to the plastic. I just want to make sure nothing is sticking. I'm going to turn it up a little bit higher. Now, I don't remember, it's hard to tell, right, in video, but the videos that I did watch on YouTube tutorials how to make this, I don't remember theirs looking so creamy, and I'm wondering if it's because I prepped this a day and a half ago with juice. I know a lot of them did it the day before, but I'm wondering if that is, if it's fermented a little bit more than it should have, if it caused the color to be different. I also saw some people add red food coloring. I don't need dyes, artificial. It's just watermelon and sugar and lemon juice. Simplicity sometimes is best. But how is the angle? Can you see the pot? Can you see me? Pull back the camera a little bit. I will try. Let me see. It's just the way I have it balanced. Is that better? How's that? Better? Thumbs up? Okay, it's coming up to that hard boil. Hopefully that's better. All right, don't spill, don't spill. Stir. No, it says to let it go for 1 minute. Oh boy, I'm getting nervous. My stove is an electric flat top stove, and this is hard. It's gonna go over. It's gonna go over. I gotta take some out. Real life. It's real life. Oh boy. All that sugar, fire. Not good. Not good at all. I should have used a bigger pot. Oops. Now hopefully, we have this back. And we're gonna see. This is what we do. Because I lost some of it boiled over, I'm adding more of the juice. It's good to have the extra watermelon juice. I might have just screwed this whole thing up, my friends. It said keep it a rolling boil. I think I should have had it at medium high. But it's going to be a sticky mess. Look at that. Look at my stove. Crap. That's not good. This is what I do. I really should have used a bigger pot. So, how to get that sugar off. Ooh. I just put ice on it. Let it steam. I screwed up. Get that fan going. You might not hear me. So now it smells like burnt sugar. Hey, trial and error. This is how you learn. And obviously it'll come back and give us a better wash. Gonna have to try to restart. So much work I already put into this that this is so frustrating for me because I'm hoping it didn't ruin it. But try to get the right sugar off. Good Lord. All right. Yeah, this is not good. Oh my God. Look at this mess. All this burnt sugar. We don't want that. I mean, you really shouldn't be worried about cleanup, but I'm more worried about smoke alarm going off. Especially with JSB. Screw it. Trying to get this. Why? I'm so excited for this. Damn. It stinks. Damn it. Definitely going to be spending the day cleaning up. Alright. Nice. Alright, now if it's on high, I'm going to turn it back down. I mean, all I can do is hope for the best at this point. I think I ruined it. It's more or less the burnt stuff on the stove that's going to cause stinks. Let's go. I'm just going to keep it at medium and continue where I left off. And hopefully it doesn't boil over again. Maybe this will be a YouTube famous blooper wheel. Alright, let me just... It's hard to tell if I burned it or if it's the burner. So, I'm going to try to bring it back up to a rolling boil again and let it go for a minute and continue stirring. Now that I re-added the watermelon juice that kind of boiled over, all my measurements are going to be off. They're going to be off. I'm really not, obviously very happy with this, and I think I screwed it up, plain and simple. Pretty sure I messed it up. I don't know if I can salvage them, but I don't have enough watermelon juice to start over or pectin, so we'll see. I don't mind cleaning up the mess. It's just when you're squeezing watermelon for hours, that's the real labor of love. And I'm sorry if you can't hear me, but we'll see. All right, that was fun. Not. Okay, so it says after I bring it to a rolling bowl, I let it boil for a full minute. And it says to set the timer, and then it says to turn the heat down but continue for a rolling boil. So maybe it'll be okay. I mean, it's just an overflow, but I probably should not have added more of the juice to replace what overspilt. I should have just left it because I know the ingredients have to be really precise. And now that I added more juice, I might have added too much, and I should have just let it go. But I panicked, and hey, trial and error. If it doesn't work, it's just money I wasted and time. But I tried, and to me, this is not a failure. I only fail if I don't try. So we'll see. Just like everything in life. Gonna just not walk away from this. But see, it takes a long time. It's not like a gas flame because the flat metal stove, it doesn't turn down right away. So I'm going to get my gloves on. And I will push it back as soon as it comes to that boil again. I don't know if you can overboil jelly. We'll see, like I said. These are pretty sterile, so I'm turning this off. The mason jars are done. Sides. They say you have to move quick for this too when you jar it. Get these out from the jars. No clumps, that's good. I really think the juice messed it up. I'm kicking myself in the ass right now. I should be drinking. Now I'm going to be cautious. Coming up to the rolling boil. going to turn the heat down so it doesn't overflow again. Big bubbles. I don't know if you can see it. It says to keep it for 1 minute and to continue stirring. So it's 226 now. And I'm turning it off. Really stirring. Starting to come up to the top again. I don't like it. Taking it completely off the burner, continue stirring until 227. 1 minute. Or 228 because it just turned. Maybe partially. Gotta keep improvising. Because it's supposed to maintain that rolling boil, and that's what my biggest challenge is now. I mean, what are you gonna do? Right, let's see. Okay, it says bring to a full rolling boil, and then high boil, which we did, for 1 minute. Continue stirring. And then it says turn the heat down and cook for 15 minutes. Still not up to that hard boil again. There it goes. Now it says to turn the heat down for 15 minutes. So I'm going to turn it down. My temperature goes low, medium, high in between, so I'm putting it between low and medium. 15 minutes, so it's 228. So we'll go to 243. And it says just keep mixing. In the meantime, I'll mix here and there. I'm going to start getting my sterilized lids and glasses out of the stock pot. And they're upside down. That's not good. Not good. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Thankfully, there's nothing that I can feel burnt on the bottom of the pot. It's just going to be a pain in the ass to clean the burners. That to medium. We need 2 hands in the kitchen. Don't know how many these are going to make, because they got all different size jars. And this is real time, real life, real mistakes. Oh my god. And this just broke. Lord. I hope I didn't screw it up. Lord, help me. Uh-oh. Starting to feel it hard in the bottom. We don't want that. Definitely already went down in size. And this pot's going to be a bitch to clean. Probably my favorite pot in the world. It's my Puerto Rican rice pot. Got it in Puerto Rico when I lived there years ago. Keep it moving. Ooh, just got my hand in the water. Damn, I don't know why these keep falling apart. One more. I'm gonna be in the hospital. Call 911 if I catch on fire. Alright. Maybe it's a sign. I shouldn't be doing this today. Yep, that's not right. Let's go the other way. Damn it. I just bought these too. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna take the lids out. See some of those comments probably laughing at me. Yeah, I know, Bev. It's crazy. Oh, that's a good idea. I will have to Google how to make syrup if it doesn't come out. Sorry, Julie. Yeah, I'm struggling. I don't know. It's first time. I know, Destiny. I want to get back into my channel again. Again, with my OCD, ADHD, I get bored. I go through phases, whether it's crafting, sticker books, painting, hauls, shopping, cooking. So, just this channel's turned into like a variety comedy show as of today. The color on this, I'll show you obviously when it's jarred up, but it's just a really, looks like tomato juice. Oh my God, you guys. I didn't even put in the freaking sugar. Look at that. Alright, we're going back. This is a shit show. Add vinegar to water. Okay, hold on. Here we go. I messed up. You guys, I messed up. I did the pot with the lemon juice, add sugar, gel mixture, continue mixing over high heat to a full only boil, keep boiling, set timer, don't stop mixing. I didn't even do the sugar. So hopefully now it's okay. Let's see. So I guess we're back at the basic steps. I wish I could start this whole video over, but I can't. Alright, so let's continue. This is definitely the worst thing yet. Alright, bring it back up. So that was just the pectin and the 3/4 of sugar, lemon juice, and watermelon juice. Okay, so we add that to the rolling boil. Keep boiling. Okay, then it says stove set medium, high. It's medium, high. After 1 minute, now add the sugar. Okay, so you know what? Maybe it's not as bad. You know why? Because I only added the sugar gel with a 3/4 cup of sugar. I didn't add the full 6 cups of sugar. So, you guys, I might be okay. Unless there's a way that you overdo the pectin. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to continue where it should have been after it's at the rolling boil for 1 minute. Then it says to add the 6 cups of sugar. And that is what would have stopped the boil. And then it says it will, let me move the vinegar. So once it comes to the rolling boil, I should have read through the directions. I printed it out, or hand wrote it, a couple days ago, and I should have proofread it before continuing. So this video will be a lot longer than it should have been. But after it gets to the rolling boil, it says when I add this, just the pure sugar, it'll stop the boiling. So hopefully then it doesn't boil over. So maybe it's a good thing. That's why I was like, why am I not feeling any clumps? It's because I didn't have the sugar in there. Alright, I think we might be okay. I don't know. I'll definitely see how it comes out, and if it comes out like shite, I'll probably make a video when I'm kids next week in Illinois, and we'll do like my apple butter or something I've done a million times versus this. Alright, rolling boil is coming. Now we're going to add the 6 cups of sugar. And it says it'll stop it from boiling. So we've already boiled it for more than a minute. I should again have a bigger pot. That is the 6 cups of sugar. Okay. Boil. And now that the sugar's added, then we do it for 1 minute. But I don't trust my pot, so I'm putting it to medium. My stove is old. And of course I don't want this sticky syrup on me. Let's see. We want to dissolve all that sugar, obviously. So it says keep stirring and then bring it up to a hard boil again for 1 minute. keep stirring non-stop. It says it's imperative you don't stop stirring at this point. And then when it comes to the rolling boil, after 1 minute, I turn the stove completely off and I still keep stirring. And then it should be ready to fill the glasses. So we did have, I think, the Sure Gel and pectin. I should have wrote these directions out clearer. Just proofreading again. Okay, so I'm waiting for it to come up to a rolling boil again. Keep that out, make sure I'm reading the right side. I'll go back after this is jarred up and read your comments. I'm not sure if I want to after that big doozy. Can't believe I forgot the sugar. I got so overwhelmed with this spill. But I've got to get ready when it comes up to that rolling boil, not just to turn the stove off, but to move it, because this stays heated even when it's off. The nightmare to spill this syrup consistency on you so it sticks. And going to see granddaughter and grandbabies, I definitely don't want to be in the hospital with 3rd-degree burns. And because I don't have it on high, it's taking longer to hit that hard boil stage, but that's okay. I'll be patient, which is, as an Aries woman, not my stronger suit. Gonna be the death of me. Now it's taking forever. That's okay. Produce these little pieces of pulp that must have got through the cheesecloth. Hoping it's pulp. Color's starting to turn, so we're almost there. When you see the gloss on top. And there it goes. So I'm turning it off. I'm getting ready to move. Completely off the heat. Continue stirring for 1 minute. working up a sweat. It's pretty much done. Stirring 246, I got a minute. Again, it's not at the quite rolling boil. What did I learn from this? To use a bigger pot. Then to follow directions, proofread instead of thinking I had everything memorized. Again, my first time, go easy on me. I'm going to move it back to the burner because it's supposed to stay at rolling boil for a minute, and because I'm scared, it didn't. I'm getting anxiety. My anxiety. Let's see. There's some foam on there. I don't know if that's normal. Come on. I'm not liking that it's not at the boil. There it is. Just a little bit. Couple more minutes. I mean, I already messed up a few times on this. Don't boil over. One more minute. Come on. Turn it off completely. Keep stirring. And then, alright, so I'm going to keep stirring, turn off burner, stir again for another minute. Fill mason jars, put in a quarter of an inch from the lid. Put on the lid after wiping it with a paper towel. I'm taking it on the back burner again. Now, I'm going to get this boiling, and that's going to be for the jelly, so let me get the lid on that. That'll be for the hot bath canning. Now I gotta get my lid set up. I need to take them out. Let's just straighten like this. Just gonna dump it. I've got time for all that. Definitely some something that's a lot more work than I thought it would be. Now I can see why they say this is the harder jelly. Done. It's going to be time to start filling. I think. This is really messed up. God, my friends. Hey, buddy. All right, let's see. This is, let me get a bigger towel. I'm just going to make a mess. It is what it is at this point. Back to start filling. Counters are just, I gotta clean anyway. So where'd I put, damn, I'm losing my mind. There it is. Let's start with this one first. I'm gonna try to skip it off here in a second. They do say I have to move quick, it's already gelling. So I'm going to get a slotted spoon to skim. Some of the top. Hammer, it's coagulating. Whatever, I think it's just starting to form. So I'm just going to leave it at this rate. Screw it. And let's start filling our jars. I don't like this one. The lids. Do 2 small ones first. Something under there. So if it's those. Let me just clean that. All right, here we go. Three-fourths. Now, where's my paper towel? So I dip this in the vinegar, and I just go around the lid. And of course, the jars are hot. Like this will help with your seal. And those jars are hot. Go back and clean the jars up after. It does set quick. Really quick. One more. Let's see. Clean the vinegar. You're not going to taste the vinegar, it's just kind of helping with the seal on the jar. Two. And for the bigger ones. Seal. These jars are hot. Medium size. Do want to stir this a little bit more with the whisk. So it's a little cloudy because it's already starting to set. Try to break it up a little bit. It's okay. It's all about the taste, not how it looks. I mean, of course I want it to look pretty and pink, but this size. Top. Do it. Did I wait for the last one? That sounds good. Almost done, guys. Didn't fill that too high. Okay. Maybe a couple little ones. I think these are just the perfect size for gifts. A little bit of vinegar again, just a dab. And the rim. Okay. Flip that inside out. Appreciate you guys spending some time with me. Like I said, I'll come back and try to catch up with your comments. Maybe one more. Let's try one more. This will be the last one. And of course, I'll go in and I'll clean all of the jars. Yeah, so one of them is going to be the test one, and there's going to be a lot in there. Got my water boiling for the steam bath. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and, again, wipe down the outside of the jars. So I'm going to get a fresh paper towel. Got the vinegar over here again, and that is just for more or less cleaning. Don't want any sticky jars, although I'm sure a lot of it will come off anyway once it's in the water bath. I've got enough for just the sample size. And these jars are hot, my friends. Hot, hot. course, I could always clean it when it comes out. One more. I'm just going to put the rest of this, and this is going to be my test one. So, it's going to, probably should have had a smaller. Just going to do this. And usually if I wasn't recording, I'd move a lot faster and probably wouldn't have been as nervous and made so many flipping mistakes. This I can get really. But let's see. All right. Clean up. So there's something called a seltzer test, right? So you just wait to see the consistency. Now, obviously, it hasn't done the water bath, but I'm going to try just a little bit to see if it tastes burnt. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, that tastes like a Jolly Rancher. All right, let's see. My glasses are all fogged up. Got the water boiling. Let's see. All right. I messed up again. I shouldn't have had the water boiling. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to stop. And I'm going to stop recording. So, the jars are supposed to be in the water, and then you bring the water to a boil. Instead, as you can see, I've got the water boiling. So that was a no-no. So this I can easily start over. So I'm going to dump it, put the pots in. Put the mason jars of the jelly in the pot, and then I make sure they're just like an, what's it say? Okay. Put in canning pot 1 to 2 inches above jar in water. Add vinegar to the water, about 1/3 of a cup. Prevents clouding on the jar. Cover the pot with a lid, turn to medium high, and boil. Bring to a full rolling boil, and then turn down the heat. But you still want a rolling bowl. Cook for approximately 15 to 20 minutes. Set the timer, then remove the jars from the pot and let sit overnight. So, you guys, this, I don't know why my camera is so damn close, is a show for sure. This is a mess. But I'm going to turn the camera back onto the stove. As you can see, I've got a lot of dishes. I'm just going to move to one side so I can fill the pot back up with water. I'll clean those later after I empty the dishwasher. And I don't know why the camera keeps zooming in, but we are almost there. But let me show you how they look. And they're hot, so. That is your watermelon jelly. And again, I got to put them in the hot bath, which I'm going to do. So, I am going to let this continue, and you're going to watch me, if I can get the camera, hopefully not burn myself. So I'm just going to move all of this. These need to be washed. This is my mess. dump the water and start over. This actually, I'm gonna clean up. Let's do this first. Oh, that's heavy. So, that's what I'm gonna do. I can find the other pot holder. I'm gonna move this to the dining room table, clean the stove before I set everything back up. I get a fresh. I'm gonna clean, obviously. Just wipe it. I'll do a deep clean after. And this burner heats up quicker than the other side for some reason, always. You get the clean rag. Just kind of clean it up a little. And I'm going to scrub. This is where the sugar was on. Nice scrubby. Making a mess. That's what we got here. Here we go. That's what I'm thinking. Now we can put that stock pot on and get ready to make these. Just to add these. They do look pretty. Good Lord, I didn't even check to see if they're all gonna fit it. And they will. Okay. Now I gotta fill up this with water. haven't done preserves, jams, jellies, in probably 20 years. I don't know. Need a little more. Spilling the water all over. I should have a weight. It's floating. So now it says turn it to medium, medium, high. Let me come back. You can ask me something to do. Don't be a perv. This one that's not all the way full is floating to the top, so I might have to put a weight on it. But they look good. So let's see. It said turn to medium, medium high. Yeah. Oh, and then it says to add the vinegar to the water. So the vinegar I cleaned the lids with is going in. It's supposed to help the jars not to cloud. Cover pot with lid, turn to medium boil. All right, let's see how that one comes out. Let's get the lid back on. I'll wait that in a second. And then I set for 15 minutes. It's 3:20. So 3:35. And I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me clean the kitchen. But oh my God. You guys are idiots. Some of your comments are just stupid. Like making watermelon jelly. Now, I am going to empty the dishwasher while that goes, and we will see. So 3:20, I've got to keep an eye on that. I'll start cleaning up and putting some stuff away. All right. I don't need the vinegar anymore. Don't need the funnels. And we don't need the measuring cups. So, let's get the funnels. I can't check your comments. I'm trying to take care of all this. So I've got to unload the dishwasher. Got the counter set for the jars when they come out. But it says medium. I got to keep checking this shit. Dishwasher. So now it's cleanup time while I wait for this to boil, putting everything away. Shit's crazy. Just crazy. see how this comes out. But for now, you just hang with me and see what every day looks like. Try to get everything put away, cleaned up, and keep an eye on the clock. Measuring cup. I still got a pack for work. Dishes. Blunt pan, we should be making angel food cake. I'm not going to pre-wash. Lazy. That jelly tastes just like a watermelon jelly rancher. I think I'm going to be okay. I think I'm going to be okay. Not quite up to a rolling boil yet. And bigger dishes, I gotta wash my hand. Lucky me. Alright, let's get this going. These are clean. We just need to dry them. And put them in the cabinet. I just used water in them. I washed them out by hand yesterday. I went out and bought some new Tupperware because I feed the neighbors and I say I will cook for you guys 4 out of 5 days a week when I'm home. I'm a flight attendant, so I'm only home on average 2 to 3 days a week. It's a good week. And I'm like, I will cook for you. Anything you want, when you want. I'll take your requests. But return my dishes, and they don't. And I'm not gonna be that Karen of a neighbor and nag, so I just let it go. It is, it's hot. Look at all my whisks, I got 5. Just here alone. This should be clean. I can hear the water boiling. So I still got 12 minutes. Gives me enough time to do the dishes, and we've done the counters. Let me see your comments. Little tornado, sorry. Kind of Jay sleeping in the other room. So I don't know if you saw the beginning of this video. It's a catastrophe. Had a boil over doing the watermelon jelly, but now I'm just cleaning up. Sorry. Yeah. You're taken away and I can't hear you. I know, because I'm not next to the phone. I'm just kind of killing time while the jelly is in the canning bath. Sorry. We'll see how it comes out. I don't want to wake Jay up. I've already dropped a million dishes. I'll catch up with the comments and talk more in a little bit. Right now I'm just kind of cleaning up and, like I said, not trying to wake him, so. Gotta restart the dryer, I'll be back. So yeah, Jay wants to go out to dinner and I don't. Hand wash that one. And that one. with a jelly. And I'll call you later, Christy, when Jay leaves. And that is, let me see. Oh, shit. Pure watermelon juice. Now that would be good in a cocktail. Let's see. Not for me. I think I got all the dishes. Look, I got Trisha's little cute clip thing she got me here with the shit. Let me just wipe down the counter. It's fantastic. Skeet, 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 skeet. Wipe this bitch down. Start putting away everything. Smells good in here. Try it. Alright, we put our mail back where it belongs. Get this stuff almost done. Okay, getting there. So going to see the grandbabies on the 7th, and gotta go through all my stickers before I send them out as friend mail to everybody. Gotta send them to the clubs. Put my recipe away. Almost done. What are you doing today, my love? How are you feeling? Hope you slept well. Hi, Mary. I'm good. Sorry. Just trying to clean up. I got the jelly going. Had some goofs. Just cleaning up. Oops. Turn that down. 4 minutes left. I'm a pothead. I'll show myself out. Some of my favorite things, I love my wooden spoon collection. Pot holders are ready to go. And my knife block. I'm just going to put the mason jars in the garage, and I'll catch up with you guys here in a few. Almost there. And I don't let me see that Tootsie Roll. That Tootsie Roll. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. That Tootsie Roll. Oy. Shit. It is hot. Holy smokes. Almost done. We are missed the mark. So, I've got a minute and a half left. One more pot to wash. Figured by the time I wash the pot, the jelly will be ready to put on the counter to cool overnight. And then I'm done. So I'm gonna wash. Like half of this is sweat. Can you hear the pot rolling? Still got a pack. Oh, I'm so excited to see that grandbaby. Christy, Mary, Zunika. Anyway, 2 seconds. 2 minutes. Be back. Jay is going to be getting up soon, and I don't want him on recording, so you can see how he is with me without eyes. Now that I'm all sweaty, I have to do my hair in the morning, which is going to be painful. And I am going to celebrate. Almost done. Almost. It's going to be time. Take the jelly out. It's a labor of love. But I think we are about ready. So I'm going to take the jars out. To reuse this paper towel, so I don't want to throw it away. All right, let me see. Where's my glasses? Hold on. All right, let's see what we got here. No NA meeting for you. She's my little pothead, short and stout. 39 p.m. in my country. Hello, Naris. I will catch up with everybody's comments. Jonathan, hi, honey. I'm sorry. I'm just seeing your message now as I am making watermelon jelly for the first time, and it has been a fiasco. So I'm going to turn the heat off. I went a couple minutes over, and they said as far as when you're water bathing or canning preserves jelly, that depending on your altitude and where you're at, can be anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. I went the full 20, trying to cover up my mail. You don't see my address, but I got the kitchen somewhat cleaned up, and I am gonna put the jelly over here. So I'm gonna move the pot over. Bear with me. I'm gonna lean this over here. I'm gonna move the knives just for now. I need to pull this back. So I hope this angle's okay. I was hot, my battery's dying, so I had to move, pull my hair out of my face. Anyway, glasses again. Oh. Gonna lose it. All right, gotcha. All right, here we go. Let's go. These need to rest for 24 hours. And I am gonna move you here. I leave for work. I gotta be up at like 3, so that's gonna suck. But yeah, I gotta get up at 3. I have a deadhead from Salt Lake to Phoenix tomorrow, and debating what I'm gonna do for work. If I'm going to kind of abandon my trip and go see the grandbabies, or play it by ear, see how the flights look. Again, it is really hot. And I will be honest with you, I'm not really anticipating this watermelon jelly to come out like I had hoped for, because I screwed up, plain and simple. But let's see. Let's do it. I'm gonna get my, I put them in the garage, hold on. Get my mason jar lifters. That was quick. Again, I don't have high hopes for this one because it is the sample. Gotta let it set and rest for 24. Beautiful. Look at the color. Let me get this. That is beautiful. The color. Oh my gosh, I might not give any to my neighbors. I might keep them all because I did sample it already. And let me tell you, it tastes just like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. So even though I screwed up, I think I'm gonna be okay. So I've got 2. I'll show you after. Those are the bigger ones. But I mean, I'll give some to my son-in-law, daughter-in-law. Probably bring one to Illinois to my son and the grandkids. So, and one to my favorite neighbor. But I'll probably give the little ones to the neighbors and the kids. We'll get a big one. There goes this again. I gotta get a new one of these. Don't know what's going on. I almost burnt myself on that. Okay, hold on. Got a minor issue. Okay, lock up. It's not. Hold on. Look how pretty. Sorry, but I think these are going to be just fine. All right, I'm going to drain the water, let the pot dry, and catch up on some of those comments I missed. So, 2 seconds. Still got to do laundry. Jonathan, are you still with me, darling? How are you, my love? Jonathan and I are both SkyWest flight attendants. And we've been buddies. He was one of the, well, he was the first person I hung out with crew on an overnight. We went and grabbed something to eat. I think we were in Pasco. I think it was Washington State. And I don't know if he's still based in Minneapolis, but I'm in Salt Lake. So we don't really have the opportunity to work together as much as I'd like, but he's a gem. Ladies love him. He's just a doll. I love him. Time for my sauna. Watermelon sugar high. Time to drain the liquid. I'm gonna get a good grip. Get a grip. Again, just bought this yesterday for $25. I love it. It's perfect. And with that, we are done. Now it's a hurry up and wait. And I'll show you the final setup product. Just gotta let the stove cool down before I put the mat back on. All right, are you ready for me? Let me get those glasses on. Ooh, steamy, hold on. All right, Jonathan is still here. Steamy. Still an MSP. Hi, Mikey. How are you? Welcome to the channel. All right, I'm gonna catch up on all your comments. You've seen the before and after pictures of starting this video, screwing it up, but I cleaned up the kitchen. Let me show you. So if you know, I had a boil over once the stove cools down. I hate these flat top stoves. I really miss my gas burner. And I want to remodel the kitchen. So I want to take this island out, take out the top here, and I want to turn it this way. And kind of where this wall is, this is my idea to open up the kitchen because we don't do a lot of entertaining. I want to do a built-in type picnic table where the benches will line up here, go down, higher benches there, and it'll be kind of like the eat-in kitchen. Jay went shopping, I didn't touch his stuff. But I want to turn this whole thing, put it that way, and maybe put a floating island, do the resin or granite countertops, new cabinets, so all this will be gutted. That'll stay the same, of course, no appliances. Have to see if we can get a gas burner. I want stainless steel, microwave, if you can visualize it, fridge, dishwasher. So like this, it'll be more of an L, if you will. And hopefully next year I can do that to that wall where the baker's rack is. And I'm going to do a custom built-in dining table, an island here, half the size of this, and some bar stools around it. Because we do use that one. We do have company, which again is not often, but typical mail center. Look at Jonathan. Have you ever seen my dude? I think he was 48 in that picture, but he's even buffed up more. His titties are bigger than mine. Tell me I do not have a beautiful man. Only difference is he looks like a walking carpet. Sasquatch, very, very hairy, but he had shaved for that picture. That's when we first started dating and we were sending pictures. And then of course my baby, he's the youngest, Devin. This is obviously my partner of 10 years, husband. We just say husband, wife. We've been living together for 9 years. His daughter Kenzie, she's got a little boy. He'll be 3 on Valentine's Day, Kasdan. I consider him my own. Dylan is his youngest. I want to say he just turned 24 or 25 in August 1st. And they're expecting their first child with his wife. So those are his only 2 kids. That's the youngest of mine. And that's Jay and his daughter when she was little. Ah, look at that beautiful man. Beautiful. But yeah, so I cleaned up. Let me hit my vape because, you know, I'm a sinner. But yeah, I can't wait to redo the kitchen. Anyway, here's the watermelon jelly. Ooh, hot. So I gotta let it set for 24 hours, which is fine because I'll be up at 3. And I'll give the smaller ones to the neighbors. That's our test. And I don't think that's going to come out great just because it wasn't completely submerged in the water bath. But I know I'm keeping a bigger one. I'll probably bring my son in Illinois a bigger one. His daughter, his son, the neighbors. Did I get us? Yeah. Us, we'll get the biggest one. His daughter, his son, my son, neighbors. And yeah. So let me flip the script. I still have to pack for my work trip. Grandma's always got goodies for the grandkids. Still got to pack up. Living room's a mess. Let me plug it in. Oh, by the way, Christy, you were here yesterday. So remember I was telling you about the nightstand? I'm going to sand it and paint it black so it matches the bookshelf in the entertainment unit. And by the way, I'm also getting before I even do the kitchen, because it's a bigger project, I'm getting custom made shelves where I want a TV to fit over the window, and just kind of the setup where it's all connected with open bookshelves. The black, I want to replace the carpeting. The furniture is still okay. But my thrift store find, as you saw yesterday, I put the candle in the vase. And yeah, it's short and doesn't really match, but it's the like hurricane lamp, if you will. I don't know. Oh, it's my deodorizer spray. Let me show you, Christy, since you were with me last night. My messy bathroom again. But there is that $170 butler tray. And remember I told you that the bathroom is all blinged out with the rhinestones, mirrors, silver. I think it goes well. And then the gray shower curtain undertones. But again, following with a kind of glam theme. I thought that butler tray went perfect with the shelves I got last year. I need another light bulb. But the bling bordered looks good, right? And then this actually slides and will move, so I could even put stuff underneath if I wanted. But I've got all like my body butter, my what is that? Fragrance oil, Victoria's Secrets, all my hair products. I know it's a lot. But, oh, and then you saw the haul yesterday. Remember I told you we've got the J. And this is our love haul. This actually lights up. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I put that up. My thrift store find. Look at Jay when he was a baby. I sure did get some good deals. Got the laundry going. Ugh, I hate folding socks. Always get a cobweb right here in the windowsill. Drives me nuts. Drop your pants here. A lot of this stuff is thrift store finds. By the way, Christy, got these from Temu a year ago. And not only are they really pretty, these laundry pods, but those little beads in the middle are kind of like scent beads. And they smell so freaking good. I've got to get more dryer sheets, actually. But and then pretty much the back of the door is all cleaning stuff. Obsessive compulsive disorder, ADHD, obsession, all my different sunglasses, depending on what I'm wearing, my reading glasses, my Sky West coats, you get it. But, all right, let me get to those comments. And, damn, it's hot. Turn off the lights, plug in my phone. I gotta go through all those stickers. All these are extra stickers for the grandkids. And, yeah, let's see. There's my youngest and his wife, Devin and Sarah. Look, you know who that is. I kept that up. I want to get a frame for it, but they're other haulers, by the way. And I've got bags and bags of magnets that I've gone to. This is the spa I go to. So that is my nephew, Evan, which is my older brother. He just retired from the police force. This is his wife, Marilyn. Their firstborn son, Evan, is actually at Embry-Riddle in Daytona Beach. He's going to be a pilot, so hopefully we get to work together. So they have the two boys, Tyler and Evan. So my older brother Shane and his wife, you know who that is. And obviously you can tell from the resemblance, that's my mom. That's my youngest brother Kyle and his fiance, that they've been together for like 20 years. Might as well say wife. And then of course Jay. And that was all at Devin's wedding. And then I wanted to show you, so when Trisha sees this, she sees I have my coffee bar set up. And I was telling you, Jay loves his peanut butter and honey sandwiches, so that watermelon jelly should go really good with that. And I got the coffee bar set up with her cute little magnet. And the resting spoons will go back on the stove when it dries. All right, let's get to those comments. Plug in my phone. Let you guys see my ugly mug. All right, okay, let's see. So I'm gonna have to scroll up, and it's gonna take me a minute to find all those messages. But let's see who I missed. Most of you are probably long gone after this long video. So I'm gonna go all the way to the top. Lori, if I didn't say hello to you, hey girl. Hi Jay, nice MILF, thanks. Good luck on your first time. Yeah, you already saw, if you stuck around, how bad that turned out. Oh, and as far as favorites of, with Laura giving me a shout out, I have to really catch up on a lot of my video watching. Jay should have been up by now. It's okay, maybe go back just a little. Yeah, hey boo. Hi Vicky, I didn't realize Vicky Mason, she's been with me since I started this channel a while ago. Sorry I missed your comment. Again, going over them and trying to reread everything. So Julie was watching with the catastrophe when not only did I not add the sugar to the pectin and Sure gel mix, but it boiled over. We'll see. It looks good. It tastes good. I already tasted it. And I think Julie was talking about her panic attack because when I was removing the jars from the pot, the holder clamp broke and almost burned myself. My grandma's jelly when it turned out. So Tammy Probasco said whenever her grandmother made jelly and it didn't turn out, she would make syrup with it. And you know what, that is a great idea, but a lot of times, even with the jellies that I used to make, besides like the apple butter, we would just mix it in with yogurt or cottage cheese or ice cream. And it might not be pretty, but if the taste is right. Bev Dominic said hi. Hi Bev, be careful with the jars. You guys are amazing. Destiny said she's missing my Temu channels. Trust me, I splurged and went shopping yesterday, and even though it was thrift stores, spent way too much money than I should have. But yeah, you know what? I've just been dealing with like health issues, family issues, have had a lot on my plate, so I haven't really devoted a lot of time to the channel like I used to. But after yesterday and getting into a 4-hour live and just connecting with Christy from Little Tornado and Diane Chit Chat Down Under and Eric and George from Smile Until It Hurts and favorites with Laura and Schneebop or Christine from Cozy Pink Butterfly, just catching up with everybody made me realize how much I miss just talking. It's like I feel like I just pretty much go to work, come home, work at home, garden, go back to work. You know, it's never ending, and I miss the socializing. So maybe I'll start doing more on the channel. As you can see, these are really long videos. I do know that when I go out to see my son and the new granddaughter this week, we're going to do videos. I mean, we get silly. Sometimes we'll get a bunch of different snacks and taste test or do puppet shows and whatnot. But I'll try to pump out more videos as I can. Buddy, holy crab, can I eat with you? Okay, I'm just seeing these now. I don't know. I'd have to ask my husband about that. But sure, my door's always welcome as long as you're respectful. And Graxio said, hey, can I ask you something? So I'm reading these comments out loud. I'm going to let you know now. I don't know if I had a moderator in there. I have my favorites that are usually appointed, like Christy, and depending when she joined the conversation will determine some of the comments you might have seen. So if they are inappropriate or vulgar, I apologize. Obviously didn't respond to them because I was busy. Yep, and it looks like it was something inappropriate. So Christy, my girl, Little Tornado, was already on it, and I could see that because she said the message was deleted. So that tells me you were nasty, you bad boy. You're on the wrong channel. But you know what? I'm thinking maybe to get monetized, not above it. Actually, I am with my morals, but maybe I should start a different kind of channel. Side hustle job. Just kidding. I'm better than that. Anyway, Peter Green, was the one who was on selling pearls before this? No, don't even know what that means, but I'm thinking it's something inappropriate. Hey girlie, I'm here for a bit, but to be your bodyguard and block these sick asses. So right away, I know when he said pearls, he's probably like, what do they call those, butt strings, whatever, pearls, I don't know. But Christy was on it. So just reviewing these messages and Peter Green, that one, I already know it was something inappropriate. And Christy, Little Tornado, that's my girl. That is my home girl, for real, for real. She will be on you like white on rice and nip it in the ass. So, you know, for future reference, if you're new to my channel, don't, because I've got quite a few moderators. But anytime you see that Little Tornado, she has that name for a reason. And she will stir it up. You might think you're stirring the pot, but she's going to come in and blow you away in the sense that you're going to lose your house, your car, and you'll probably never return to my channel again when she's here. So you've been warned. And she said she couldn't hear me, and I know it was because I was kind of walking around and I had the fan on because pretty much almost set the kitchen on fire. Again, trying to catch up here. I was this girl talking away and no one can hear her. I love those pants you are wearing. The lace is so cute. Oh, thanks. Temu. Got them last year. They're stretchy, comfy, but I don't like how my butt looks in them. But thank you, my friend. And then, of course, my girl, Mary Zuniga, she was with me last night. Faithful, loyal. I love you, girl. If you're still here, I want to just give you a shout out because you are amazing and have been for quite some time, and I value our friendship. I hope you know that, and I sometimes don't tell people enough. Okay, so Christy was saying she had her NA meeting. She was still my bodyguard, and she doesn't get paid for it. I gotta hook her up and send her out a friend mail. I really do. Christy, I gotta send you out something, girl. Just wait for my next paycheck. Limited hours, haven't had full paychecks in a while. 6 to 7. Jonathan, that's when I noticed Jonathan came in the room. Oh, and I said I was your pothead. Yeah, my little corny joke. Short and stout. Nah Ross, 7 aimed in my country. Didn't see where you were from. Nah Ross, where you from, honey? Yeah, oh, Christy just asked the same question. Jonathan, going to bed, time for bed. Oh yeah, the baby's so cute. I gotta post pictures. I can't wait to do that. But of course I'll go live when I get there in Illinois and show you. And as far as how I screwed up, once I post this video, if you go back, I forgot to add the sugar. I had the sugar in the Sure Gel, the 3/4 cup of sugar in Sure Gel, but I forgot to add the 6 cup of sugar. And when I had it at the hard boil, it boiled over and got all over the place. I'm just glad I didn't burn myself. And yes, they do taste just, the jelly tastes just like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. It's amazing. Yeah, I can save you one if I can, Little Tornado. If not, this was a trial and error process. And even though it was a lot of work, I can probably, when I get to Illinois, I'll be there for like 5 days. I'm thinking I can take the kids to the store, Walmart, get some mason jars, and do another batch. And now that I know what to and what not to do, and I have the recipe written out, in fact, I'll put it in my suitcase tonight, I can make it with the kids and mail it out from Illinois for you. But yeah, I would love to do that. Wort Yoyop, hi. Or Mikey, hello. I think I said hello earlier, but hello again. Yes, it was Pasco. That's what I thought when we got lunch. Still in Minneapolis. How is that working out for you, Jonathan? I know this summer travel has been the worst I've seen in like 10 years. It's insane. And was it Buffalo Wild Wings? I remember we got chicken, but I think it was the first time I ever had Buffalo Wild Wings was with you. And I remember you didn't want me to buy, but I wanted to. You were just so amazing and patient with me, knowing even though I was with the company for a while and in aviation for a while, flight attendant is just a whole different department. And you were so patient and cordial and understanding and helped me out when you didn't have to. And that's one of the reasons you're my dude, man. You're my ride till you die. And when you pop in or send me messages on Facebook, I just want you to know I miss you. Jonathan McLean, think about you. Love you. Can't wait to see you again. Love the vase. Okay, you got some great deals yesterday. Yes, I did. Who hasn't changed? So you said something. Little Tornado, you're probably in your meeting, but you said that's adorable. He hasn't changed. Oh, you're talking about Jay probably when I was showing you the pictures of my dude. And Mudasar, Ali Extra, how are you? I am living my best life. How are you, my friend? Welcome to my channel. If you have not liked and subscribed, I do all different kinds of things here. Please like and subscribe. I don't get paid for any of this. Someday maybe, but I don't do it for that. I do it for this, for just the communication and talking. Makes me feel like I have a social life after 53 years. Don't talk about my friend like that. You are beautiful. Wait, what? Hold on. Hello, how are you? All right, Little Tornado. There's a comment on here that said they are really cute. Didn't know they had laundry pods. So obviously that was after I showed you the bathroom. Okay, let me go back. Little Tornado, love the vase. Oh, yes, beautiful. Yes, beautiful. You got some great deals yesterday. That's adorable. He hasn't changed. I'm assuming you're talking about Jay and how he looks. And then Mudasar Ali Extra said, how are you? And I just saw that now. And then Christy said they are really cute. Didn't know they had laundry pods. Yuppers don't. But then you said, don't talk about my friend like that. Exclamation point. You are beautiful. I don't know. Maybe I missed a comment. I love your little swirly tomato emojis. You don't owe me anything. No, I know I don't owe you anything, but I want you to feel as good as you make me feel about our friendship. And I don't know. Girl, I just love you. Don't get me crying. I don't know where Waukegan, Illinois is, but you know where Green Valley, Pekin is, right? Do you know where Pekin is? That's where Jay is. Hi, Mary. How are you? Just made some jelly, catching up on some comments, trying to charge my battery. It might time out. I think Jay wants to go to dinner, although he's sleeping in. I still got to do my laundry. You see my bra. I still got to pack up for the trip with the kids. I don't think I'm going to need a bathing suit. Got my to-do list. Now let me show you what I did at 3 o'clock this morning because it is so hot here and I didn't have time to do it otherwise. Oh, it looks like it's going to rain. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you how bad it's been. So there's Jay's car. And this is our house, just a single story brick house. So, yeah. So I trimmed the bush last week. I've got to do this one. Again, my OCD, I got to pull and chop up the hedges on top where it's dried out, clear out the leaves and debris from this wishing well that I need to repaint because you can see it's brown at the bottom and gray at the top. I think I'm going to do the all brown keeps me busy, but I gotta clear out. Like, this stuff drives me nuts. But yeah, I've gotta definitely trim up. But there's the big bay windows I was telling you about that I'll put the trees in. I really wanted to pull out the fall decor. And I know Eric and George pulled out their Halloween stuff yesterday. But my garage is a mess, and that's definitely a two-person job. Now this dude lights up, and because he's not getting the light, I want to put him out. But yeah, I've got to go through all this. My muscles hurt. I started yesterday by pulling out some weeds, but I don't really want to get dirty either. But I've got my thyme, sage, rosemary that started overtaking the garden, so I pulled some of them out. This, oh no, I've got to fix the latch on this. LED light, hot air balloon lights up, and it looks like there's a fire on the inside. I got that from Temu. But as you can see, I missed some weeds. I got the pile over there. Definitely wearing white, so I'm gonna have to change. This ivy used to cover the whole wall. If you guys remember, I know Christy does, and the neighbor came and pulled it down, but haven't upkept the garden this year. I just have not been home. But I'll show you the fairy garden. When the landscapers come out, they break everything, and it is so frustrating. I mean, just kind of gotta fix that up. Again, I found that plate somebody threw in the yard, and then this was all over there, so I've got to reset it. But yeah, my little fairy garden, little girl across the street comes over, and I more or less set it up as like a little dollhouse and play area for her. So, hi baby.
Where are you at? Oh, okay.
Oh, she'll come here.
Hi, baby.
Hi. Goodbye, baby. But, yeah, I've got to scoop all this up, but again, not in this outfit. I'll put my gardening clothes on. I got to pull the weeds. I've got to trim the, roses have gone crazy this year. I mean, look at this. I hate it. I mean, nobody sees the side of the house because we got the wall. But, usually I would be out here once a week, but haven't, as you can see with all the overgrowth. Lizard. Haven't been out pretty much this whole year. And this flower bush needs to be trimmed, toned down. Got a good backyard for a dog, but I'm never home, so Jay's like, no, it's not happening. But we're starting to hit the cooler weather, especially with the storms. I love to sit out here, and we just turn on the night lights. Haven't fired up that barbecue in probably 4 years. But I've got to hose this down, the ceramic tile. I bleach it, sweep it, set up the furniture. We get hummingbirds every year, and they kind of nest up there. So I try not to mess with them. Got to cut back these trees. And, yeah, it's just a mess right now. A huge mess. But let me go in and see. I haven't spent much time with Jay, and especially because I'm going to go see the kids this week. I'm probably not going to be home for almost 2 weeks. So I've got to give my man some attention and see what he wants to do. Still got to do my laundry, and the gardening might just have to wait. I just gotta get that cleaned up, but I can do that tonight before I go to sleep. All right. With that, my loves, thank you for tuning in. Again, it's been a longer video. I have not been here for a while, so I guess I am overcompensating with being too talkative. But time for me to go in and see what he wants to do, if we're gonna go out to eat. If not, I'm going to set my hair, clean up this garden. And thank you, Miri. You are a sweetheart. I appreciate you. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, you know I was pissed about the ivy. All right, Christy, my bodyguard, aka my girl, my ride or die. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. Again, I still got to pack. Still got quite a few things to do. But recharging the phone is number one. Spending time with my dude, utmost importance. And with that, I'm signing out. I'll be back probably within 4 or 5 days with the grandbabies and do some filming with the new granddaughter, Mariella. So they took my middle name, Shannon Marie, and put Ella. So Marie Ella is her name, and I guess they're calling her Ellie. All right, loves. Remember, be kind to each other. Life is too short. I'll let you know how the jelly comes out. I think I'm good. I think I saved it. All right. Ta-ta for now. Bye. Bye.